In the electrifying realm of professional bodybuilding, where sculpted physiques and unwavering dedication reign supreme, rivalries have emerged as the lifeblood of the sport. Nowhere do these fierce competitions become more profound, more captivating than on the grandest stage of them all, the Mr. Olympia. Steeped in a legacy of muscle-bound legends and remarkable feats, the Mr. Olympia has witnessed countless showdowns that have etched their mark in the annals of bodybuilding history. As we embark on a journey through time, we unveil the colossal clash of sinew and sweat, the pinnacle of physical prowess, and the indomitable spirit that fuels the 10 biggest Mr. Olympia rivalries of all time. Brace yourself for an unparalleled spectacle of unforgiving battles, where champions rise and fall, where iron wills collide, and where the pursuit of greatness reaches its zenith. In this video, we trace the footsteps of these titans and immerse ourselves in the grandeur of their muscle-bound majesty. Let the battles begin. Ronnie Coleman versus Flex Wheeler. In the realm of bodybuilding rivalries, few encounters have been as dramatic and unpredictable as the clash between Flex Wheeler and Ronnie Coleman. When Dorian Yates stepped down as the reigning Mr. Olympia in 1998, all eyes turned to Flex Wheeler, hailed as one of the most well-rounded bodybuilders of his time, to seize the coveted title. However, destiny had other plans in store. Enter Ronnie Coleman, an unexpected outsider poised to disrupt the established order. In a stunning turn of events, Coleman emerged triumphant, snatching the Mr. Olympia crown from under Wheeler's nose. The flames of rivalry were further stoked the following year, when Wheeler, convinced of his victory, nearly walked off the stage after being announced as the runner-up once again. The odds seemed heavily stacked in Wheeler's favor, with a dominating record of 11 victories to Coleman's solitary win prior to the 1998 Mr. Olympia. This record stretched back to their first encounter at the 1991 NPC USA Championships, where Wheeler secured the second-place spot while Coleman languished in 14th. The pattern persisted through their clashes in the IFBB Pro League, with Wheeler consistently prevailing, even capturing victory at the prestigious 1997 Arnold Classic. Coleman's triumph marked the beginning of an unprecedented 8-year reign as Mr. Olympia. Wheeler, despite his undeniable talent, found himself repeatedly in Coleman's shadow. He secured second place to Coleman 3 times in 1999, including at the Olympia, and settled for third place at the 2000 Olympia. Heath versus Cutler.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gift, Heath. Ladies and gentlemen, 3-time and reigning Olympia champion, Cutler.
The rivalry between Cutler and Heath not only captivated the bodybuilding world, but also added a unique dimension to their fierce competition. Theirs was a mentor-pupil relationship that transcended the boundaries of the stage. While they engaged in heated battles for the Mr. Olympia title, including Cutler emerging victorious in 2010, and Heath surpassing him to claim his first of 7 Mr. Olympia titles in 2011, their friendship off the stage was undeniable. Behind the scenes, it became evident to keen observers that Cutler knew Heath possessed the potential to surpass him one day. The passing of the torch was inevitable, and when that day finally arrived, it unfolded with remarkable grace and sportsmanship. The Olympia stage bore witness to one of the most honorable transitions of power, as Cutler, with full awareness of Heath's capabilities, embraced his protégé's rise to prominence. Haney versus Lee Labrada. The clash between Haney and Lee Labrada ignited a gripping rivalry that left an indelible mark on the bodybuilding world. In the years 1989 and 1990, the two titans found themselves locked in a battle for the coveted Mr. Olympia title. While history records Haney emerging victorious on both occasions, it was the 1990 showdown that sparked intense controversy and fervent debate. The controversy surrounding the 1990 Mr. Olympia intensified the rivalry between Haney and Labrada. While Haney's triumphs had solidified his place in bodybuilding history, a vocal contingent of fans and experts argued passionately that it was Labrada who should have emerged as the rightful victor. The debates raged on, amplifying the intrigue and speculation surrounding their clashes on the Olympia stage. Frank Zane versus Franco Columbu. The rivalry between Frank Zane and Franco Columbu ignited a fierce competition that reverberated through the history of bodybuilding. These two iconic figures clashed on the Mr. Olympia stage 4 times, each vying for the ultimate glory. Franco Columbu, a 2-time Mr. Olympia, outperformed the 3-time champion Frank Zane, securing higher placements in 3 consecutive years from 1974 to 1976. Remarkably, fate seemed to prevent Zane and Columbu from crossing paths again on the Olympia stage, despite their ongoing feud. As Zane went on to win 3 more Mr. Olympia titles in the following years, Columbu controversially returned in 1981 to claim his second Sandow Trophy. In more recent years, Frank Zane publicly criticized Franco Columbu's physique, while Columbu boasted about defeating Zane 10 or 20 times. The ongoing exchange of jabs and claims added fuel to the enduring feud between these two legends of the sport. Their rivalry has transcended their competitive years, leaving a lasting impression on the bodybuilding community. Dorian Yates versus Shawn Ray. The rivalry between Dorian Yates and Shawn Ray during the mid-1990s encapsulated the intense competition that defined the bodybuilding world. As Dorian Yates asserted his dominance with 6 consecutive Mr. Olympia victories, Shawn Ray emerged as a formidable challenger, both on and off the stage. Their rivalry not only played out in fierce battles for the title, but also in heated exchanges of words. The clash between Yates and Ray extended beyond the realms of competition, adding a layer of personal animosity to their rivalry. Their disagreements and confrontations were known to spill over into the public arena, fueling the intensity of their competition. However, time has a way of healing wounds, and in the years that followed, Yates and Ray found a way to reconcile their differences. In a remarkable turn of events, Shawn Ray released a video in 2018 expressing admiration for Dorian Yates and acknowledging the role he played in pushing him to become a better bodybuilder. Ray took the opportunity to extend gratitude to Yates for the relentless competition and stated that they had evolved into friends. Frank Zane versus Robbie Robinson. The rivalry between Frank Zane and Robbie Robinson added a captivating dynamic to the bodybuilding landscape of the late 1970s. While Robbie Robinson may not have secured a Mr. Olympia title, he came incredibly close, twice claiming the runner-up position to the 3-time champion Frank Zane in 1977 and 1978. Their contrasting personas and distinct physiques created an intriguing narrative that extended beyond the stage. Frank Zane represented the epitome of the clean-cut image favored by the IFBB Professional League during that era. In contrast, Robbie Robinson exuded a rebellious aura that challenged the conventional norms of the sport. This divergence in styles and personalities sparked speculation among fans and experts who believed that the league's preferences might have influenced the rivalry between Zane and Robinson. Phil Heath versus Kai Greene. The rivalry between 7-time Mr. Olympia Phil Heath and 3-time runner-up Kai Greene was almost as fierce personally as it was physically on stage. Their battles for first and second place played out in the years 2012, 2013, and reached a climactic moment in 2014. It was during this final encounter that tensions erupted, leading to a heated verbal altercation at the press conference and nearly resulting in physical confrontation on the prestigious Orleans Arena stage. The magnitude of the situation was amplified when head judge Steve Weinberger's booming voice reverberated through the microphone, expressing disapproval at the escalating conflict. To ensure the smooth continuation of the competition, stage expediters swiftly intervened, physically separating the two bodybuilders and placing other athletes strategically between them. Lee Haney versus Rich Gaspari. The rivalry between Lee Haney and Rich Gaspari showcased 2 contrasting styles in the world of bodybuilding. Rich Gaspari was runner-up to 8-time Mr. Olympia, while Rich Gaspari, an impressive competitor, finished as the runner-up an incredible 3 times from 1986 to 1988. Their battles for supremacy often led to intense competition, with the judges deliberating between these 2 exceptional athletes on multiple occasions. Throughout their encounters, Haney and Gaspari represented the opposing ends of the bodybuilding spectrum. Haney's physique epitomized aesthetics, displaying a harmonious blend of size, symmetry, and proportion. On the other hand, Gaspari showcased a level of freakish conditioning and vascularity that pushed the boundaries of what the human body could achieve. Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Sergio Oliva. The encounter between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sergio Oliva marked a significant moment in bodybuilding history. The three-time Mr. Olympia champion, Oliva, first crossed paths with Schwarzenegger at the 1969 Mr. Olympia competition. Their rivalry continued in 1970, with Schwarzenegger emerging victorious this time. However, it was their third and final showdown in 1972 that proved to be the most contentious, as Arnold controversially claimed the win over Oliva. This decision prompted Oliva to abstain from participating in the IFBB Professional League for a staggering 12 years. Arnold Schwarzenegger's triumph over Sergio Oliva solidified his status as a dominant force in the world of bodybuilding. His 7 Mr. Olympia titles propelled him to become the most celebrated figure in the sport's history. Schwarzenegger's immense popularity transcended the realm of bodybuilding, leaving an indelible mark on popular culture. Ronnie Coleman versus Cutler. Topping the list of Olympia rivalries is the legendary clash between Ronnie Coleman, an 8-time Mr. Olympia, and Cutler, a 4-time Mr. Olympia. What sets this rivalry apart? These two colossal figures dominated the Olympia stage, securing the top 2 positions an extraordinary 5 times in 2000, 2001, 2004, 2005, and 2006, a record unmatched by any other pair on our list, both in terms of frequency and consistency. The battles between Coleman and Cutler captivated the bodybuilding world, showcasing their incredible size, strength, and stage presence. Each year, the competition intensified as these two phenoms pushed each other to their limits, vying for the ultimate bodybuilding glory. Ronnie Coleman's reign as the 8-time Mr. Olympia solidified his status as one of the sport's all-time greats. His immense size, symmetry, and unparalleled muscularity left an indelible mark on the bodybuilding community. Cutler, on the other hand, displayed his own extraordinary physique and unwavering determination, earning him 4 Mr. Olympia titles and establishing himself as a formidable adversary to Coleman's dominance. The Coleman-Cutler rivalry transcended the confines of the Olympia stage, with their competitions becoming the stuff of legends. Their clashes showcased the pinnacle of bodybuilding excellence and the relentless pursuit of perfection. These monumental battles solidified their positions as true titans of the sport and left an enduring legacy in the history of the Mr. Olympia competition. As we reflect on these epic battles, it is worth asking, is there any match that should be added to this illustrious list? We invite you, the audience, to share your thoughts and opinions. Undoubtedly, the world of bodybuilding is filled with countless rivalries and gripping showdowns that have captivated fans throughout the years.